Hi my dear students and viewers, very good morning to all of you for coming to my lesson and ready to learn something new and utilizing your time without wasting during this lockdown period also. I am very happy my dear children for using this opportunity and making learn through this channel. So everything is nice. I hope you are all happy to hear and eager to know the lesson, the Ekat. Ekat. Have you heard the word Ekat previously? May not be, but you know what is Ekat. You may not hear, but after explanation of me, you may shout at me, "Ah, yes sir, we have seen sir." So this Ekat, where does the word come from? What is it originated? Where we come across this Ekat? That we can observe. In our lesson, as like as us, as like as me, a teacher is there. As like as you, some students are there. The name of the teacher is Janaki teacher. Janaki teacher, Janaki. And children, students, means students are there. The entire lesson is a lesson which a teacher teaches to her students about Ekat. One day, Janaki teacher coming to the class, she was on the way in the corridor, walking by taking some bundles of clothes, some material. The children watched it. Immediately, some of the children, some energetic students always be there in all classes, anxious students, active students, or the students like the teacher. They ran towards her and asked the teacher to give the bundles, to give the clothes to them. That means they want to carry them into the class. The teacher gave the bundles of clothes to them, and along with the students, she enters the class. Later, she pinned those clothes on the board. Some different designs of clothes, colors of clothes are there. When she pinned those clothes on the board, the classroom becomes vibrant. Vibrant means bright. All the dullness of the class disappears. All the students are eagerly watching the teacher. What the teacher is going to be with the clothes. Why the teacher has brought those clothes here. Some questions arose in the young minds of the students. After pinning them, the teacher asked, "My dear students, have you heard this word?" Have you heard this word? How do you pronounce? How do you pronounce? How do you pronounce this word? Teacher asked. Some of the students say I-cat. Some of the students say I-cut. Some of the students say some other things. The teacher smiles at them. No, no, my children. The pronunciation of I-K-T is not I-cat or I-cut and so on. I-cut and so on. It is I-cut. It is I-cut. These are all wrong. Ikat, how you pronounce? I is pronounced as I in it. I in it. So how can we pronounce? I should be pronounced as I in the word it. Means I should be pronounced as E. So it is called ikat, but not I-cut or I-cat. The children were very much surprised and they paid their ears to the teacher because it is somewhat interesting in pronunciation and they want to learn more about the word ikat. Then the teacher shows the clothes and some designs to the children and asked them whether they have ever seen those type of designs or those type of cloth. One of the students replied, "Yes, madam, I have watched it at my home. This type of design is there on the rumal." Then the teacher said, "Good. It is, the design is called chukka." So in I-cut, so many dots are there, some leaves are presented. This type of designing is called I-cut. Actually, there is a particular meaning for I-cut. What is the meaning for I-cut? To bind or to knot. To bind or to knot. That is the meaning of I-cut. Where does the word originated? Some curiosity rose in the students and the teacher asked, "My dear students, where do you find these type of designs of clothes?" The students remained silent. They are thinking to tell the answer. Then the teacher gives a clue. "My dear students, it is very close to the capital of Telangana. Nearer to the capital of Telangana." That means, what is the capital of Telangana? In your textbooks, it is the capital of AP is there. It is the very nearer to our capital is there, because that lesson and textbooks are printed before the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh. Before the bifurcation of the Andhra Pradesh. That's why in your textbooks that is printed like our capital. You know, our state or Andhra Pradesh has been divided. Telangana was separated. That's why now I have changed those two lines as teachers giving clue is it is very close to the capital of Telangana. Then one of the smart boys, one smart boy guessed it and he shouted, "Yes madam, I got madam, it's Nalgonda." The teacher smiled at him and said, "Yes, you are right. It's Nalgonda district, Pochampalli. These are made at Pochampalli. Famous, Pochampalli is famous for fabrics, especially fabrics made from handlooms. It is very famous." The student felt very happy for his answer is right. Next the teacher asks, "Do you know, my dear students, where does it originate? Where does the word originate?" Some of the students started shouting different names of the places, but the teacher explained, it's originated, no clarity. Some people say it originated from Indonesia, some people say Gujarat, some people say from coastal belt, like that. But there is no clarity and historical evidence where the word originated. So to resolve this problem, resolve means to solve. To solve this problem, we have to get some historical evidences. But we have no proper historical evidences about the origin of the word ikat. Whether it has come from north side to south side or from the coastal belt to Nalgonda, nobody knows exactly. What does the word ikat meaning in different states? In Gujarat, if we take some states, in Gujarat, it is called Patola. Warrior, it's called ikat. In Andhra Pradesh, Chitki. Actually, you know Chitki. Chitki means a small measurement for a substance. Chitikedu we use. Shall we use or not chitikedu? That is come from, the word come from the chitikedu. Chitki. And Maharashtra, Gujarat, Deccan, influenced by Muslim culture. In those areas, the ikat comes there, influenced by Muslim culture. You know how these fabrics are made? Lengthwise threads were taken. Some threads were like this, and some threads were like this. That means some vertical and some horizontal. wrap and weft. So on seeing this, immediately something flashes in your minds, I know it. What flashes in your minds on seeing it? Your graph sheet. Some lines crisscrossing, vertical lines and horizontal lines crisscrossing, and make some boxes here like this, right? So this is arranging threads like this is wrap and weft, wrap and weft. In graph sheet, what do you have? X-axis and y-axis, x-axis and y-axis. The threads which goes along the x-axis, are called weft. The threads which go along the y-axis are wrap. When one of the students answered this, the teacher nodded. Just the teacher said wrap and weft. Wrap means vertical lines. Weft means horizontal lines. On listening this, one of the boys, a smart boy, taking it, turning it into graph sheet, and he explained, yes madam, now I have understood clearly madam. The threads which arrange along the y-axis are wrap madam, which arrange along the x-axis are weft madam. Beautifully covered. All the faces of the students were brightened up because there is a feeling, we have understood well. But here, that means in the clothes, different colors they used. That means, for example, if we make this shirt up to here one color, in the middle another color, later another color, different colors they have to use. How they use means the weavers wear the waterproof materials. The weavers use the waterproof material, and where they want to color it, that is only that part is exposed, and the other is wrapped in the waterproof material. Later, again they take the part what they want to color. So to make this, a great calculations are necessary. But you know, most of the weavers are not well educated. Most of the weavers live under poor conditions because it's their profession. They like their profession, they prefer their profession to studies. Even though they are not being educated, they are good calculators. They calculate on their fingertips. They never miss their calculation. That is the greatness of the weavers. Right. But when coming to our country, there is a great importance to knot. There is a great importance to knot. Knot means a sacred thing. It is sacred. It is sacred thing. Knot means sacred thing. In India, in our culture, in our tradition, we feel knot is a sacred thing. It creates a bond between the person who ties it and who is being tied. Right or not? For example, if you take Raksha Bandhan, in Raksha Bandhan, what we do? My students, tell. Do you celebrate Raksha Bandhan? The same Rakhi. Oh, Rakhi Naha. Yeah, Rakhi. Do you celebrate it? Yes, you celebrate it. What do you do on the day? You tie something around the wrist of your brother, hoping that he will be always wealthy and healthy. Healthy and wealthy. For his sake, keeping his welfare in your mind, you make some knots around his wrist. So it creates some good bond between you. Brother and sisters, not only brother and sisters, if we have the feeling of brother or sister at others, they may not belonging to our own family. By tying it, by making the knots around the wrist of others, some bond, we get some bond. Some bond is sealed. Some bond is sealed between the two. So, have you tied Rakhi to any of you, either to your own brothers or the others? Yes, absolutely. Own brothers, okay. But outsiders, those whom you feel brother, have tied? Yeah. Some may be, some may not be. Some might be, some might not be. But you know the importance of the knot in the Indian society. You know the importance of the knot in the Indian society. It creates, the same happens in case of marriages. Of course, we should not use any clause or here. In the marriages, what is there? Knot. A bridegroom makes 3 knots in the neck of a woman, around the neck of a woman. So, after being 3 knots, a bond is sealed between the two, bridegroom and the bride. They feel that they are owned to each other. They have to live together till the end of their death. That bond is sealed, that much of bond is sealed between them. How it generated? It's generated only because of the knot. So, we always realize the importance of that knot. In this way, the ikat, the designs of ikat make familiar, they become familiar not only in our Andhra Pradesh, but also every part of our country. We have to encourage the weavers, hand weavers, especially those who make clothes on their looms. You know very well how the weavers are suffering, lack of work, lack of proper feeding, income. Most of the weavers in the newspapers we come across, most of the weavers die of starvation, even though they are they have good skill in making clothes. Why? Why is happening like that? Why can't they lead their life peacefully, at least to satisfy their basic needs? Because of us. Because of us. What we are doing now? We don't want to wear our handloom fabrics, handloom clothes. We always run after the foreign companies, run after the international companies. We prefer to wear them. The clothes which are made in the factories, on missions. Because of lack of our support, the weavers are struggling a lot to lead their life. So many left their jobs. Only a very few people depending on the handlooms. It is our responsibility to support them, to buy at least some clothes from them. That means we have to develop the habit of wearing the clothes which are made on handlooms. So, what you understand, what we conclude is, here the word ikat is originated from Indonesia, and there is no historical evidences for its actual origination. Only two words are used. You have to point out in ikat, that is wrap and weft. Ikat means to bind or to knot. This word ikat is called in different states in different forms and names. When we take Gujarat, it is called patola, Oriya, it's ikat, AP, chitki. So again, it is nothing but to bind or knot. So I told, knot is a very sacred word, sacred thing in our country. It creates bonding between the two persons. So I hope you have learned the important points from this lesson, and now your task is, what you have to do is, you may feel it as your homework. This is assignment I am giving. Visit a weaver nearby and collect information about ikat more, and you may get some clothes related those designs. Express this, express this in the form of a diary entry. Right. Thank you.